Hey, you guys, welcome back to another review of Married at First Sight. Sorry to disappoint. There was no skit, no phone call because it was boring, lackluster. Stay tuned for more.
We keep it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa, so come on in and sip some tea. Join the KOED family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Courtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. What's up, KOED Ken folks? How y'all doing tonight? Welcome back to another video of Courtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife.
Courtney, also known as Coco.
This right here is Courtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationship reviews, entertainment, and rants. And tonight we're gonna be talking about Married at First Sight. I thought this episode was okay.
You laughed through it.
Yeah, okay. I had to admit, I'm a big fan of Clint now. I like Clint. Big fan. Yeah, he's real funny.
I don't think that it was nothing to discuss.
No, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I mean, it was an alright episode if you want to just sit back and chill and watch. Right. But it really wasn't nothing to discuss. But I wrote something anyway. So if you're brand new to this channel and subscribe yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Now let's just go ahead and get straight into it, honey, because this should be a 15-minute video. Should be. So they are at the couples retreat. So it's a long space between that and them going, and the couple's traveling, the couple's doing this, they packing it. It wasn't much to discuss.
It was something to discuss. They gonna Jasmine drive around on a Nissan Altima. I was like, oh, Aries, watch out for it, man.
He drove off in the Nissan Altima. Oh, Aries, watch out for you, man. So the couples are on their way to the retreat. Let's see. Chris and Nicole, they get there last, so
she all mad because she gonna get the jacked up room, which they did.
What, downstairs?
They was in the basement. In the basement. They said, "Get down there, get."
And it seemed like she was trying to keep her composure. It's like, I'm not gonna get upset. I'm not gonna get upset. Stuff like that.
Now they went to Gatlinburg, right? Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Yeah,
okay.
where all the cabins at.
Okay, we went to where? Pigeon Forge.
Yep.
Then we go back there again.
Yep. So, anyways, so they are doing. So I done fast forward to everybody there. They take shots. Hey, but they have a pageant king contest.
Yeah. I guess it's for the best dress, and I think Jasmine she asked some questions. They have to get the best answers to those questions.
Okay. Now you finna go into the question.
No.
Okay. So let me just say this part of. So Aries comes out. Shaq, Aries come out, he got his little tennis shoes and stuff on. Shaq come out. He looked nice, but they said that he was a little nervous. Now the judges were
the ladies.
Yeah, Jasmine was hosting, and the rest of the ladies were the judges.
Shaq looked stiff. I said, man, for a GQ guy, he don't have the swag. He don't have that catwalk walk. You know what I'm saying?
Do you?
I got
you stiff too.
Not like that.
How would you
know? Move like he was a robot, man. No.
A robot.
A robot.
Robot.
Robot. He was acting like a robot. Robot. I know I said robot.
And so then you got Chris, and Chris had on that little man wig.
Yeah.
And then Clint came out there with no shirt, child, and the man bun, honey.
Yeah, the man bun looking like Braveheart or somebody from the one of them Viking movies. You never seen the movies?
Yeah, kind of like Thor.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, that's a good one. Man, that sound like Thor. Okay, high five on that one. Leave me hanging. I give you high five. It's Joey, you back? Yeah. Look at you.
So, also Clint was trying to dance too. Clint is like one good time. Not one good time. He is a real good time.
Yeah, you can tell Clint he's the life of the party. It took me a while to warm up to Clint, but yeah, I like Clint, man. He's fun.
Yeah, Gina like him too, but as a friend.
He ain't nothing but a friend.
So that's when they start asking Jasmine asking them the pageant questions. So the questions are: what kind of advice would you give if you were a counselor to married couples? How would you fix the divorce rate? And do traditional marriage roles hold up today?
Let's see. If I was in that pageant, how would I answer that question? What was the first question?
So you couldn't be in the pageant. There you go right there, Jack. Can't remember. You had that man asking these
What was the question?
Repeat that.
Ah!
Oh, you in the senior edition. We're gonna get to you again. So what kind of advice would you give to a married couple if you was a counselor?
Make sure this is the right thing to do because you want to only get married once. You know, if you gotta go get counseling, prayer, talk to your preacher, just make sure this is what you really want. Because sometimes marriage is not easy.
And then the next question, how would you fix the divorce rate? Now, I did like Eric's answer. He said, do not get married under the age of 30. I agree.
Well, that depends on your mentality, though. You got some guys, people under 30 still mature.
You always said that.
Yeah, I did, but then you got some people over 30 still not ready to get married,
Well,
too. You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably say, it's a fine to get a divorce. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's a good. I don't know.
I don't know how you fix it, child, but to make somebody fine, and you up there holding them in a marriage that they don't want to be in.
That's true. That's what I'm saying.
And they doing what they doing, cheating.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a hard question to ask.
Yeah,
a hard question to answer.
But like, I think somebody said give them some good counseling. You know what I'm saying? Make sure free counseling.
That's before you get married, though. You should get that anyway. I don't know.
Do traditional. I ain't finna. We're not answering these questions. Let's move on. So anyway, okay. So once they judged, the latest judge, they made their judgment. So third place was who?
No, Braveheart. 4.
No, Courageous and see. That's what you just be throwing out stuff, honey. Just like
they was giving them names, right?
Yeah, Courageous and Outrageous.
That's his name.
Clint. Braveheart. No. Try it again. Get that doggone toy.
You want to broke that boot. Then I'll spit out the spit.
Go, yeah, stop. Don't play. So,
don't play. Don't play.
Don't play. Don't do that. Nasty. So anyway, the second place was what Stiff. It was? Swag.
Stiff robot.
That was a styling swag. That was Shaq. The third, that was the what? Second place. First place was Chris. He was called Mr. Showstopper, and I thought they was done, but I guess somebody do got to win the title. And who won was what he was called Mr. Couples Retreat King. Was Aries. So yeah.
See, Aries said, if anybody out there want this smoke, come drink it. I challenge anybody. See, bro, you're a king. I'm a king. Big difference there. King up here, a king is down here. I lost already. I'm sorry, Aries. You right. I ain't ready for the smoke. I got her hair all in my hat, man.
It is. Oh my gosh. I must have had this on last.
God, the wigs, man.
It ain't the wig. It's this right here. Oh man. Hold on. A little bit more. All right, that's it. It's this hair right here, honey. So anyway, let's move right along. Okay. You look good. So they all are in their room, and so Kirsten was saying that, as they talking on their phone or whatever, their camera. Kirsten said somebody made a real good point about, making sure you get good counsel,
before you get married.
Yeah. And Shaq said, that was me. Oh, I don't know why Shaq and Kirsten just make me laugh. They just funny together.
They are. They are.
And they done came a long way, honey.
Actually, this whole episode, you saw the lighter side of the couples this time. You know, you really didn't see no drama. You didn't see no negativity in this episode. Everybody was laughing and having a good time.
And I agree. And we don't always have to see that, but you know, it'd be hard for us to do a review off of that.
I like that. I enjoyed this episode.
Well,
I like
yeah,
it. I like
you know
they playing and laughing and joking.
So let's see. Gina and Clint they get a chance to sleep together. They said they normally don't sleep together when they, you know, at their apartment. And so now they sleep together. He had to try to find the light switch and all that stuff or whatever, but he found that.
Yeah, he had to unscrew the light bulb.
Oh, that's what he had to do.
He unscrewed. He had to because he's gonna find the switch. So he said it was broke. So he had to unscrew the light bulb while it was hot. That's why at the end he said, "Ooh, I smell some skin burning."
Oh,
that's why he said that. Yeah.
Kirsten was snoring.
God, I thought one of the bears snuck in the room, man. And she snoring real loud like a bear.
And you sound like a cub. So what's your point?
What you talking about?
You snore too.
I don't like that.
How do you know if you sleep? How you?
Sometimes you can hear yourself snoring.
Sometimes you catch yourself, but you don't really know how you was. You don't know that.
I don't snore like that. She snored like she was a grizzly bear.
I'll take you.
That's why Shaq had to tape her. I can't sleep last night. Look at it. Look. And the way she was looking when she was sleeping.
You know what? I didn't know what that was over there next to him.
I thought it was a bear. I did. They said, did a bear sneak in his room?
I just thought it was a pile of clothes. But she must have had her head turned.
She did have it turned the other way. I was like, that's a bear. Don't tell a little cub snuck in his room. Then was snoring. Then it was a hug. Cause she got like a big pile. It did look like a big pile of clothes in there. Like a big, huge pile.
So Aries and Jasmine, they meditate. So that must be something new to Jasmine because, you know, she told Aries, hey, why you wake me up? Wake me up and tell me that you was going to meditate. So, you know, he forgot about it, but, you know, she did speak up. And so they went outside and meditated.
I need to start doing that. I need some meditation.
Yeah. I heard it's good for the soul.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Chris and... Chris giving Nicole these little scavenger hunt things, honey, help with her self-esteem, child.
Yeah, I kind of figured that too. Here you go, make you so you can be validated, like so you know people love you. So here you go on your little scavenger hunt.
Oh, thanks, babe. You're loved. You're beautiful. You're this. You're that. You know, stuff like that. So
I will say something. I want y'all getting your pills in the comments.
Let's go. So it seems as though that there's bears on the front perch and eating all the food.
You notice something about the bears?
It was like Goldilocks.
Yeah.
And the
no,
three bears.
They heard Kirsten snoring. Mama, are you in that room?
So anyway, who decided to go out there and tackle the bear? The one that
Grizzly Adams.
Yeah.
Grizzly Adams went out there. He's from the nature. That too.
Okay, so we both sleeping. We wasn't about to do this video tonight, so forgive us if y'all look. That's why I just threw a hat on and stuff. So but yeah, so yeah, the
Grizzly Adams.
What's the thing? Clint. He wasn't afraid to go out there with them bears. So yeah.
So well, he did say he used to hiking and go on these nature trails. So he used to bears or whatnot. So he know what to do around them. But there's always a chance that bear could still maul you.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be extra careful. You know what I'm saying?
I see the camera crew, honey. They went out there letting Clint go.
One of them was out there.
But Clint was in front of the camera.
Yeah, though. But they probably said, "Who's the youngest? Who's the newest cameraman in here?" I am, sir. Get out there and film bad.
And he probably had one of them little zooms, honey. So he probably looked like he was closer than what he was. But anyway, by the time he got out there, the bear was over there. But they had ransacked that cooler they had out there and all that stuff, honey.
Man,
they was having a good time.
I heard they'll tear your car up too if you're sitting out there.
Here you go. Oh, I can't have my car.
Yeah, I had to go out there Eddie, you get them all. I don't care. Stay in the car. Here go the kid.
So anyway, Shaq and Kirsten are doing what we did, but they're on the inside. So they went to
Kirsten.
Snow Mountain. Let me finish my
Okay.
setup. So they went to Snow Mountain on the inside. We went to Snow Mountain in Georgia, and my poor husband thought that he was about to lose his life.
All right, Kirsten. I was warning you not to go on that thing, man. That thing would kill you, man. The one I went on was a little bit longer. The one I went on was a little bit longer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it was actually cold.
I should have known when they had you to sign a waiver. I said, waiver? Why? I should have known then not to get on that thing. Then I said, okay. I looked around. Ain't that many of us out there? That's a second red flag. I didn't pay attention to. So I get on top of the hill. She gets on one side. I get on the other side because it's like 2 slides. We both go downhill. She having time of her life. That
was great.
Yeah. But my tube, for some reason, want to act up. I get halfway down the hill. It bounced. It hit a dip, bounced up. And I got turned around backwards. So now I'm going down the hill backwards, man. And I promise y'all, man, I saw my life flash in front of my face. I saw the moment I was conceived.
No, you
I did. I saw when I came out the womb. I was like telling everybody goodbye. I'm for real, man. I thought I was going to die, man, because I couldn't stop myself. I was trying to turn myself back around. It wasn't turning around.
It would last only some seconds.
Yeah,
though.
but it was like a lifetime. Then when I got to the bottom, I was confused, bewildered. I was walking around. The mom said, "You got to come on this way." The mom said, "Get out the way. You got to come this way."
They said, "This your phone?"
Yeah, I dropped the phone in there, left the phone in the tube. I was grabbing the tube, dragged it.
And what you did looking over there at me? What'd you say?
I said, God, why you take care of her? Why my eyes had to get turned around? She having a good time. I almost died. You know, man. I
was like
everything.
this. Woo!
I was questioning life itself, man. I said, man, and I was like, even my daughter, she said, we saw y'all down the hill. We wonder why you walking around confused and dazed. I would never, ever get back on them things again.
I think I put that video on, but of course I couldn't record him because, you know, we was in the tube. But I think I put that video on
How did I get turned
Instagram
around?
somewhere.
That
That was what? In December we
it was
went.
December. Yeah. I turned around, looked at her. She, yeah, woo, praise God, yeah. I'm mad.
So anyway, they also, after they get finished with that, they talk about their communication issues. Shaq said, we working on it. It's getting better. She said, well, it ain't. But anyway, I don't know how that's going. Clint and Gina, they do their roller coaster ride. So it must be around about Halloween. I seen all the little
spider webs. Yeah.
And they also talk about them being in the friend zone. Jasmine and Aries, they doing rock climbing. After they get finished with that, I would like to do that.
The rock climb.
That part, what they did look fun. It didn't look like they went way. It didn't go way up. They talk about. It seemed like he was saying he seemed like he was asking her, is he getting better? Like, is things getting better? And so she was like, yeah, they are getting, like, he is getting better. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I have to give Aries credit. He is getting better. He is trying. You know, it's not to the point she likes, but he is trying.
Yeah. So the guys are cooking and the ladies are on the perch drinking wine.
It's a pooch.
It's porch.
It's pooch.
But pooch. How
get it right. Pooch.
I can't.
Pooch.
I can't do my lips.
Your lips gotta be tight. Pooch.
Pooch.
Gotta get on the pooch.
Pooch. I can't do that. But it is called porch.
I know the porch. I know that, but I like to say pooch.
Yeah. And I like to say perch. So anyway, but they outside.
I saw a country, y'all know how to say porch. I know how to say porch. It's pooch though.
So the guys are cooking and Clint asked the guys, well, I'm gonna ask y'all, you know, about y'all sex life, who having sex, who getting it, whatever, because him and Aries is not. You know, Chris was just saying, you know, hey, it's hit and miss. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And Shaq was like, ain't none of y'all business. We vowed that we ain't finna tell y'all. You know, we did, at least we to that point, but, you know, we're not finna give y'all no step-by-step play. Um. Oh yeah, but Shaq did say that he does have a problem that he still hasn't met all of Kirsten's family. You know, she done met all of his.
I really think she's waiting to after decision day
Oh yeah.
to see if they're gonna make it or not before he meets her family.
So now they are at the dinner time, and Clint was asking. I guess Clint is the what they call it, the spokesman for this episode. Clint asked them what they need before decision day. What is something that they need before decision day?
And Aries gave Jasmine all kinds of kudos of just sticking by him, even though he was like being a jerk to her. Like you said, any other person would probably got up and left and kicked him to the curb, but she stuck it out. So he commended her on that, and then he gave her kudos, and you basically told her thank you for you sticking by his side. And she started to tear up in front of the group and whatnot. She started to cry and whatnot. So that's how that went
She
down.
done had good cries and bad cries.
Right.
So let's see. Kirsten said that they need better communication, and she, kind of said some things, and Shaq was like, he must learn to counseling. I receive it.
Typical answers, man, from counseling, man.
Yeah, I receive it. I heard it, and thank you. Something like that.
And he said, matter of fact, hold on, pull my journal out. I write that down in my journal.
Yeah.
Counselor give you the journals to write stuff down.
Yeah.
Write that down.
Yeah.
I receive it.
Let's see. Gina said that they kind of stuck in the friend zone, but it almost seemed like that she didn't like to be stuck in the friend zone.
It was confused. That whole scene was confusing with her.
It was chopped up.
Yeah, because you're right. It seemed like she wants more than just being friends. And I'm like, Clint, hold up. You don't want to put us in the friend zone now. You know what I'm saying? So.
And then when they was like, okay, cheers to super friends, and she was like,
yeah, Clint probably thinking to himself, okay, hold on now. You telling me you want more than friendship? Because the way you put me in the friend zone, that's why Clint didn't, basically he didn't push, farther in this relationship because he felt like that's what she wants, a friend.
Yeah.
Now, if she wants more than a friend zone, she needs to let
more than a friend zone.
Yeah, she needs to let Clint know though.
But it's kind of like Kirsten. She started out slow. It seemed like she was putting Shaq in the friend zone. The more she got around him, be around him, then she wanted more.
A slow burn.
Yeah, and it could be the same for
Gina.
Yeah. So maybe she's starting to fear him now. Girl, you got about 2 weeks. Try to hurry up. So Aries.
But I'm like you. I do want to see them together, Clint and Gina. You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me. Yeah.
To me, I know they are good friends. I like seeing them as friends, but I wanted to see them more as friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Clint makes Gina laugh, like,
he does.
period.
He
does. Yeah, she laugh at everything. And granted, he is funny,
yeah.
So he probably would get on my nerve because it's just
doing too much.
Yeah, doing too much.
But I think he's like
and all of it is not my type of funny. It may be a little bit more goofy. You know what I'm saying? But people may say you goofy. I like it. So
who said I'm goofy? I ain't goofy, man. Don't do that, man. Shoot, man, gonna hurt my street cred, man.
Anyway, so Aries got the street cred. You been out there 15,000 years. Aries got to leave, and he got a work event, so he got to leave in the Altima. I guess it's a rental car, honey.
Ooh, what? Man, I know I was at the light one day. The Altima pulled next to me, one behind me. I got scared. Something about to happen. They're gonna hit my car. My car is gonna break down in fear because it's surrounded by Nissan Altima.
So what about the people that got Altimas out there?
I don't know, man.
I'm talking about the audience.
Hey, man.
Is y'all offended?
The point is, Nissan Altima gets a bad rep. And I don't know why, but now, the time we was going out of town, I said, ooh, look at that Nissan Altima. What happened? The front bumper was hanging off. We saw another one, the same thing, same bumper hanging off a different car. It's still Nissan Altima though.
Baby, it look like they be taking a licking and keep on ticking. Licking, slaps, hit.
9% of Nissan Altimas out there right now don't even have car insurance on. You're out there hitting people.
So the couples are getting ready for their 80s night. Now Shaq had to look up. He said he's a 90s baby, honey, but he had to look up some dance moves and stuff like that. He said, because I don't know about this stuff and how you tie this and what is that. Eddie said he feel old.
I felt attacked, man. And then I said, "How? They got to Google this stuff?" Yep. I said, "Oh my goodness."
The Running Man.
They made me feel old, man. They made me feel so old, man. I'm saying, hold up.
I think it just seemed like the 80s and the 90s was just around the corner.
Right. You know what I'm saying? The 80s, y'all know about, Cabbage Patch and the Prep and the Running Man and the Regulator and
Well, I don't know nothing about no Regulator. What is that? I don't know nothing about that.
Man, yeah, they made me feel so old, man, when they saying that. I don't know how you do this. They did that. This is the line that got me. They did that back then. God, y'all like we back there in Moses' days, man. Come on.
We was actually born in the 70s, so.
But we born in the 70s, but we grew up in the 80s, man.
And then that latter 90s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Ooh, them was some good times.
Yeah.
Good music, good clothing, good food, good fun,
It
good videos.
It was some good music in the 80s.
Good music.
It was some good music in the 80s. The fashion in the 80s was kind of out there, you know what I'm saying? But, we had the Coca-Cola shirts, we had the Guess jeans and, Jordache and, what's his name? Calvin Klein and Sergio.
And Wranglers. Wranglers out of Walmart.
You wore Wranglers?
No.
I mean, all right, flashback. I remember my mom, old people, they don't know fashion. My mom bought some school clothes, and I was like in high school, and it was in the 80s. And she bought me some Wranglers. I was so embarrassed with them pants, man. Then while I wore them, they saw me walk in. They saw the big Wrangler patch on my jeans. They said, "Here come Wranglers, one tough cut." I was so mad. I started crying.
You started crying.
I never wore the pants again, man. Almost there.
There was a commercial time.
It was a commercial.
Yeah.
You look at the old commercial. Here come Wranglers, one tough customer, and he. So when I walked in with my Wranglers on, they started singing the song, man. I was so mad at my mom.
What about the loafers?
My mom, man, God. All right, you had the original penny loafers, right? All right, you got the little small heel.
I used to always want to get that penny out that shoe. I'm like, how can we just go on with the penny? Just, can I please get the penny out of the shoe?
You gonna jack some out for your
Just walk around with 2 cents on your feet.
But anyway, my mom bought me some knockoff penny loafers. You know how, some of these kids, man, they so intelligent back then. I mean, they should be engineers, man. So they knew it was a knockoff. I said, man, your heels a little too tall.
It didn't have a penny in it.
It didn't have a penny in it, man.
It wasn't no penny loafer.
It was no penny. What caught the eye was, first, it was no penny in it, okay? And I said, that heel's a little too tall for me a penny. And the heel was a little tall, so I ain't one of them no more either, man. God, traumatic childhood, man.
Ooh, I don't think I had nothing like that.
Yeah. Well, I tell you one thing, when I bought them Guess jeans,
you wore them out.
Yeah, you couldn't tell me nothing, boy. I had one pair of Guess jeans. I think I wore twice a week, man, with a different shirt, and then make sure that I have a shirt tucked in so they see the Guess.
There so they can see.
I go shower my pencils and stuff. Oh, he got some Guess.
Those were the good old days, child. That was the good old days. Now they don't really sharpen pencil, honey. They got electric pencils, they got cell phones, they got everything.
See, you can't show you can't do your fashion show then. That's the only reason why you sharpen your pencil. That's the only reason why you sharpen your pencil so that people can see your outfit.
Yeah, it's a whole different ball game, man. You got students up here trying to fight teachers and stuff for their cell phone. So anyway, Clint and Nicole, they celebrating their birthday. Everybody at the 90s party, they doing their thing. Clint went and hit eyeliner and everything. So,
I need to go to an 80s party. I like to do that.
Yeah.
Go to an 80s party.
Yep. So that was pretty much it, y'all. I know, it was a nice little episode to watch, but it really wasn't nothing for us to review, and recap and rant about, to be honest. So that's all we got. What about you, baby?
That's it, man. I'm just going through some traumatic experiences right now with the Wrangler jeans. God, man, it was so embarrassing. That's why my classmates don't fool with me now. Look, go ahead. Hey, you got Wranglers on?
On that note, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget, if you watch Ready to Love, we will have the awards video coming out tomorrow on Thursday. So stay tuned. Look out for that. And that's it. We will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
You know the knockoff Adidas when you go to high school, when you was in high school? You had 3 stripes.
No.
Yeah, for real. Somebody had, you can tell the knockoff had like a 4th stripe on it. Ugh, you got 4 stripes on your Adidas. They ain't no Adidas. Ooh, dude, go home.
Go with God, let God go with you. Deuces.
I was put God first, y'all.
Hey!